I forgot about Frogger. He's back.
Yeah.
If you have to put it in the subtitle, you shouldn't have bothered. With the game at all. That's not gonna sell it.
It's funny. So that's the PS1 game. On the PlayStation, it's just called Frogger, but on PC, it's called Frogger. He's back. It's the same game. I don't know. So they had to really drill it into some of these people, I guess.
This is Frogger's Adventures: The Rescue.
It is.
God, they tried to add a whole cast of characters in here.
Yeah, there's a whole... You can ignore it all, but they're trying to do something. I think that Explorer guy is maybe Swampy is Frogger's best friend. If you listen to the rap, you would know that.
I see.
Or no, not Swampy. Excuse me, Lumpy. Swampy's from a different Frogger game.
I'm learning so much about Frogger.
There's a ninja frog. There's like a skateboarder frog. There's a old kung fu master frog. This whole thing has got Donkey Kong 64 energy to it in a way that I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's see what the actual game is like. First, we got to talk. There's text boxes in this Frogger game. Oh, the super hop immediately required to make progress here.
So you can rotate in place by using L and R.
Okay. I was gonna say this is a lot more puzzly than I realized if you couldn't do that, because you would have to think a couple moves ahead a lot of the time.
Oh no! Hopefully beccasetsfire bound those buttons.
I mean, the clue literally just told them, press L and R.
Well, I know that. As long as those buttons are bound on the controller, that's going to be an important factor.
Well, but yeah, I mean, she's gonna find out pretty quickly then.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like voiceovers. Awesome.
Oh. Cindy noting TossedFish didn't set the lives to 7. We called it out as a thing that could be missed, and when I was thinking about how we have 2 new players in the bunch, that was definitely something that might happen, and it looks like it has.
Yeah, so Frogger can grab these things and pull them and push them. And thinking about pushing something with your tongue.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
The tongue is the strongest muscle in the human body, or something like that.
I think that's true, but it's relative to its size.
Yeah. I left that part out.
Yeah. I mean, frogs have big tongues. So. Okay.
There you go. Bigger size tongue.
Yeah. Bigger
strength to push pillars from afar.
Yeah.
So this was initially submitted with a World 3 goal, and we shortened it because World 3 took really long. But this is a game you could presumably play for a lot longer than we'll be playing it today.
The story unfold. I'm looking at this paste bin, just because this is a lot more text here than I would expect for a Frogger game. So I'm really not surprised to see that this lives thing got missed.
Maybe you should tell him.
You think?
I don't know.
I'm gonna just.
I feel bad.
Do this. I'm just gonna take the paste. I'm gonna post it again.
So you can move super hop tongue, rotate without moving, but then there's it explains super hop jumping to tiles, using your tongue to move blocks, grab onto poles, and collect collectibles. Movable walls, you can only grab sides with handles. The frog head with the yellow light is the level exit. Dialogue before World 1 boss. The mustache attack can be avoided if you jump at the right time. I guess this is something you would button through if you were mashing, and it's good to read.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, in the paste bin is dialogue that is actually useful, but most of it's not useful. So.
And then 2-2 elevator. I'm gonna forget what the hell.
I hate it.
By the time I get to 2-2, I'm not gonna remember there's a note about 2-2.
Yeah, I hate it when there's 7 different notes about different levels that I have to keep track of where I am.
And then other important things down at the bottom about gates and 50 coins giving you a life, and what happens when you run out of lives. This is There's a lot here. In the race, we're getting a look at. I'm
Jazz
guessing
is
this
running
me
away
going
from
to
the big
lead.
catfish.
It's pretty comfortable with the hops and super hops.
Yeah. Ugh. Every time Frogger does a hyper jump. I mean super jump.
Super hop.
Hyper jump is when you jump 3 spaces.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
Oh, there's,
You gotta
there's
get
the
the-
legends talk about it.
You gotta get the hyper boots first.
Yeah, and taking the time to get some extra lives in this game is not bad. It saves you because game over is whole level, and just losing a life, you go back to a checkpoint. So it actually saves you some time not to game over.
Especially if you only have
So-
3 lives.
Yeah, that would be especially in that instance.
Weird purple glowy thing lowers the gate for Maxale. I would be
Yeah, I don't-
terrified of like I'm wasting time getting this like collectible, you know, like a
Yeah, luckily there's not a whole lot of that. There is some, but you can see it on the screen that you're on.
that's good. TossedFish getting to that same
Maxale
section.
narrowly avoiding the catfish and finishing the level.
So Nico in the lead on the bottom. Pretty sure this is TossedFish in the lead up top.
Yes, has now made it to the catfish.
That's the fish. Is that a catfish? Isn't it just a
Yeah.
koi? That's the
It's
same
got
thing.
the whiskers.
But kois
got the
have
big-
whiskers.
Oh no,
Did it?
tossed fish! Okay. It was worth it. It's worth it.
Oh, you got the coin? Nice.
Got the extra life.
Oh, that's
so,
even better. There's another one. Oh, I
Yeah.
missed it.
So the coins are kind of weird in this game. If there's 8 coins and you collect them quickly, then you get 10 extra coins.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you get an
Okay.
extra life at 50. So like 8 versus 18 is somewhat relevant if you're getting some extra lives.
Is it kind of like the 8 red coins in some of the new Super Mario Brothers
Oh,
games
yeah,
that
yeah,
appear
yeah.
and you gotta snap them all up for a goodie?
Yeah, they don't disappear, but it's just like
Then, like, the audience claps.
Yes. Because Nintendo is good at making video games.
Yeah. A good feel.
That's true. Well, so is obviously the people who make Frogger's Adventure: The Rescue, because what a game we're looking at right now.
I don't know.
Um,
TossedFish was like
It
holding
looks
right.
okay.
Yeah, no, this game is not bad.
Oh, finally, it's Frogger.
Even the boss fights are pretty good, and this is not a game where you would think boss fights would be very good at all.
Let's look at this.
No,
This is Frogger.
You just said it, and I'm still incredibly skeptical. You're right. The classic multi-row, moving in opposite direction gameplay of Frogger is here.
Like, we've talked about boomer games, and time-wise, Frogger would fit, but I still think it's a good game, so I don't count it.
Yeah,
My mom loves Frogger.
You can go back and play Frogger and still have fun right now, for sure.
Frogger's a good game to like try and show off to how good you are at video games when you're with a friend in an arcade.
I'm not very good at Frogger, so that wouldn't...
Well, I think among just your general peers, you'd probably beat them at most video games, considering
For his brother.
your blind racing prowess.
TossedFish moving pretty quickly, and Maxale as well seem to have caught up to NikoJazz, but NikoJazz is now running away with it. But like, TossedFish, I think, is actually ahead of Nico at this point.
No,
Yeah, I could
after
see
the-
TossedFish pulling ahead of Nico for sure.
I'm so
This is
I'm so sad that TossedFish has like this handicap of only having 3 lives.
you can change it at any time. If you feel like you're gonna go back and look at the pay spin again, but you could also just get good and it won't matter.
That's true. You just don't die, you don't need lives.
Exactly.
Becca
Just
gets
like real
caught
life.
By the bee.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's TossedFish might run into trouble with this lives thing here, but seems to be sort of more of a match for Becca even still. I think this might be a game where it's gonna be tough to tell where the players are. This blue level that they're in, the second level here, is blue, and that's good. But it's only a matter of time before I'm like, I don't know, it's all green. Like
The second world is like an industrial zone, so it's quite different.
Okay.
And yeah, even the levels, like the first one was all green, this one's kind of all blue. I think in the industrial zone there's one that's like a bunch of lava. So TossedFish here has to pull the box back, has no trouble.
Nice.
There are some light puzzle elements to this game, but they don't tend to be horrible.
Game seems really cool and works really well for him.
Yeah, I had a good time with this one, and there's another one on... I think this is like a sequel to another one of the Gamecube games. So there's another one on the Gamecube that's similar to this.
No!
Oh, no.
You didn't hyper jump.
You needed to... You need a...
You have to crouch first, and then you jump, and the Frogger goes wahoo, and then you can clear the gap.
Or if you do a triple jump. Triple hop.
That's right. We gotta... they're not directly competing against each other, but TossedFish and NikoJazz are neck and neck coming out of the second level.
Yeah, I believe that's the second.
I wasn't sure how.
Now, is the
connected it was to
Mario
part
triple
Maxale
jump a
and-
thing because of Olympic triple jumping? I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm. There's also triple jumping in Super Mario Party 5.
True.
All right, Becca's now getting to the catfish. It's we're 10 minutes in, and I feel like TossedFish is 5 minutes ahead.
Yeah, it's a difficult place for Becca, the opponent, for sure. I think it's a difficult place to be in right now.
Can't you drop down?
Yeah, you could have moved that log, and I don't know if you have to, but we're gonna find out.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, you
Camera-
can move all those logs.
there's
so
4
kinda
locks you have to remove.
Yeah.
the camera in this game shows you more of what is above and to the side of you than it does show you what's below you. You know, no south of you on the screen.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I saw that trip up TossedFish just kind of was heading south fast enough that they just assumed what was going to be on screen was going to be safe and then jumped into the water.
I feel like we're gonna see some game overs from TossedFish, but he's just going so much faster than beccasetsfire that it probably will work out still for him. It's like the tendency I'm seeing here.
So what TossedFish needs to do right now, and I don't think he's discovered this, but he needs to sort of like unlock every portion of this bridge in order to make it across.
I mean, the video game. I would assume you have to do all the things, otherwise they wouldn't be there.
Well, I mean, maybe you don't have to do. Maybe you can just do 2 of them. I guess I don't remember.
Oh, the death warp. Love it.
Yeah, on 0 lives though.
Yeah,
bit of a
I mean,
risky
that's
step.
ballsy. I love it even more. I don't know why you have to do all the things, but I would still
Yeah,
assume...
maybe you don't. Maybe you can get
At
through
this
it.
point, I would still assume you have to do all the things, but actually, maybe you don't.
I was
Well, I
gonna
think you
joke
do
about like why I
because
doubt
the
this
barge
Frogger game
moves.
is
It
anything
unlocks
like...
that whole thing is a moving barge, and you can't get to it until you do all the logs.
Here's the last one.
Has to be really careful, 0 lives. Oh, it moves by like 1 piece. Alright.
But it's an important piece.
Oh, Maxale into the water. Down to 2 lives. Has been in this section of level 2 for a while now.
Alright, don't jump. Tongue, yes, and now jump. Nice.
Nice.
So, TossedFish should think, like a seasoned mystery tournament veteran, would now think about maybe, if you don't get your lives back, of course, would think about an intentional game over. Yeah, just jump anywhere.
Yeah.
Giant catfish is headed your way.
I mean, okay,
So this is the
if it's the
boss
boss,
thing.
it doesn't really matter, I think. Might as well try.
It's probably just gonna kill you in 1 hit anyway.
Yeah, and you don't lose any progress more than you would on a non-game over.
When I said the bosses were decent, I was thinking about the second boss. I guess I don't remember this one so much. Oh yeah, I kind of do now.
It is okay. You just dodge the things,
On a switch.
and then when
Yeah,
he's in the
and then
middle...
shadows.
you have to get the rock onto the thing in order to fling it.
Okay.
With your tongue? Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't stand in front of it, though. Oh, jeez.
Well, he just sweeps the whole battlefield. What?
Do you jump
What do
over it?
Yeah, and that's in the base bin. You have to do the super hop to avoid it, I think it says.
Oh, the super hop.
Okay.
It says,
At this point, I do think it's
dialogue
a super
before
hop.
World 1 boss. The mustache
right.
attack can be avoided if you jump at the right time. I never really thought of a catfish as having a mustache, but I guess most people say whiskers, but we could call it a mustache.
I mean, that's why it's a catfish.
Yeah,
What?
it's not a Groucho Marx fish.
That's right.
That was a timely reference.
Those the goofy glasses that you wear as like a gag or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Are timeless. You're okay. There's NikoJazz
Nice.
finishing the level.
Nice dodge from TossedFish.
Yeah. Just
Rock to the face.
game design wise, I like that the first hit of the boss doesn't require you to move the rock, so it teaches you
Mhm.
better. It's not too much at once.
I
like that.
agree. There's
Oh,
a lot of things
dangerous,
about
danger!
this game. Whoa. Clears
God,
the
what-
mustache, but
And you
into the
do
water.
you checkpoint each hit on the boss. So
Oh, so the lives are going to be a
Oh,
factor here.
oh no. How about the rock move closer? Convenient. It's gonna move? Oh.
NikoJazz was like, I'm sure he's going to do something again anytime. I'm going to be patient and wait. And then he just kept it there for like 3 full seconds.
Alright, one more hit for TossedFish to toss this rock at the fish.
oh man.
Crazy, I know.
He,
Oh,
he
man.
was born for this.
Yeah, seriously.
Nice.
Good fight, good fight. And without the live setting in the base bin too.
I mean,
TossedFish
that's
is
the
one to
ultimate
watch out for.
disrespect, imagine. Your opponent didn't even, like, he played this game harder than you did. And he still
Harder
beat
and
you.
faster.
I would say the ultimate disrespect is what happened to Arc Blitz last year, where he had already actually played the game and lost anyway.
I'm worried for Becca. She just used her second to last life jumping into the water at the start of this catfish segment. The end of the level is just over to the right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But I don't think it is. I think there's a checkpoint there.
Oh.
You still have a little way to go.
I will say that on a GameCube controller, this game's horrible. Because
Oh, it uses analog.
you either have to use the stick or the horrible little D-pad
Hmm.
on the GameCube.
Yeah, that D-pad's not good. Whoa, we're getting particularly top
Just
down.
getting an extra life, unfortunately, but
Yeah,
still
because there's a wall
useful.
there. Oh,
Get a couple coins.
let's
Not
switch to
bad.
the thing on the right first.
Yeah, just to get an extra life.
Ah, fair enough. Oh my god. This weird
Yeah,
Japanese
there was really no way to know what was going to happen there, but
thing looks like a pin 3 tile from Mahjong, but maybe I'm just playing so much Mahjong that now everything looks...
This fish can go south now, I think. Oh no, I guess not.
yeah, could have done it from over there too, but that's
Oh,
fine.
okay. Yeah, the way it played out there made me think like, okay, it must be this way, but I guess there are multiple approaches. This is the kind of game I really like for Mystery Tournament, where it's like, it's not too hard. You know, you're not gonna get stuck or walled or anything, but it's not too easy. Like, there's just enough to it that a better player is going to be sight reading these things and just naturally understanding and putting all the pieces into place immediately, whereas a weaker player is going to be like, wait, what am I? Oh, okay, wait, no, it's like this, right? And all those little seconds will add up.
Yeah. So what we need to do here is pull that,
I didn't even see
and
that
then you've got to
handle.
put that in the middle
Yeah.
to use it as.
Two away.
I like his little
Oh, no!
how his feet kind of wiggle around to get traction in order to push something with his tongue. That's just such a foreign concept to me that it just makes me think about how that might work.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That-
Something about seeing him falling into a black abyss is very different from falling into a pond.
Yeah. Well, you'd think he'd be able to swim. Here, he's falling into heavy machinery and he's not making it.
Yeah,
back,
there's a lot of
unfortunately.
steam down there. There's probably like hot pipes and stuff.
It's just not good in a lot of ways. What's
who
super
even
not good
knows
is being
what,
at
like,
0
what?
lives. This late into the level, an accidental movement on the platform sends TossedFish off. That's a game over.
Okay, so the part that NikoJazz is on right now, this road, one of our testers had trouble, just like didn't notice that these buttons were there, and so wasn't stopping the cars, and just like did this without stopping the cars.
Hell yeah!
I guess it's probably possible, but I would recommend stopping the car.
It's probably fastest if you do it right, too. On average, probably much slower on your first playthrough, though. Becca, now with 11 lives, is reaching the catfish section, has got plenty of experience, knows how to handle this level up to this point.
I believe.
Maxale's been on this barge for a while. I'm not sure if this is the last lock, but definitely has been working on it for a while.
Well, I can tell you from personal experience that even if TossedFish does not change the life counter, this is definitely a very doable goal. Because I did it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're our TossedFish.
Yeah.
It's a level complete for NikoJazz. We got our two players on the right side of the screen are running away with their respective races. I kind of don't see anything happening that will shake this up. But it is pretty fun to watch the two of them if they were racing against each other.
Yeah. And honestly, the two on the left, too. There.
What if instead of having like 2 double matches like decided beforehand, we just kind of make up the match as we go so it's close? But at this point we're like, oh man, TossedFish, it's TossedFish versus NikoJazz. And
Are you
Maxale.
proposing we do this for fun, or are you proposing like we shift names in the bracket and just completely upend the competitive integrity of the tournament?
Let me think about that. Who would that hurt and who would it help?
Well, it would hurt the player who's way ahead of his opponent but slightly behind NikoJazz.
Right. That seems like a bad idea.
But it would help Maxale.
It's true. So it's almost like grading on a curve.
Yeah. It's like weird rubber banding, which doesn't even work.
I believe NikoJazz is on the next level, at least in the next section, compared to TossedFish. There's a lot of electricity in this, which makes me think it's a separate level completely. But...
These platforms on the bottom of NikoJazz's screen, they let you jump and get over there, and then there's nothing to do once you're there. The offset tiles and the way that you jump in twos across them is very Star Tropics.
Oh yeah.
And having to wrap your head around how they connect is not so easy in that game, so I could totally see why there would be some hesitation from the players, even on something that's relatively straightforward.
TossedFish on his last life.
Man. Yeah, this life setting is starting to come into play here.
TossedFish keeps stopping the cars in his way.
We got Maxale on 0 lives in the boss fight. And Becca having just a trouble consistently super hopping and hopping. Remember how almost within the first minute, TossedFish was pretty confidently moving across these platforms 1-1-2, 1-2-2-1.
Where's TossedFish
Whereas, I don't know.
TossedFish
but-
going back?
No, but went like in a crazy pattern. Oh god.
I gotta say, I would be really tempted to not stop
Oh my
the
God.
buttons. Like,
Oh my
don't.
God.
Yeah, it's fast. It's really fast if you just go right. Like, it's fast because you don't have to worry about hitting the button. You don't have to worry about timing. And then, in order to live, you must go fast also. So,
Just forcing yourself.
That's
It works
that's
out.
Sonic's motto. In order to live, you must go fast.
But now, TossedFish should definitely game over. Like, intentionally.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. Well, NikoJazz is just now finishing this electricity
Oh,
level.
okay, that works.
The skill at the game that TossedFish has displayed is definitely pretty high. Like, you never know what you're gonna get from a newcomer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's high. But the kind of thing of like intentionally killing myself to refill my lives is like that's kind of like a meta gaming sort
Yeah.
of thing that just comes with experience.
I think Becca needs to press a switch to get a third row of platforms.
Gotta take a look when she gets back there. I've definitely seen her on those logs for a while now, though, so if something was in the way, that would make a lot of sense. I'm just now paying attention to the music a little bit, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, this one's good. But I think this is the first one that's ready.
Oh, okay, maybe that's why I only noticed
It's
it
a bit
now.
of a mixed bag.
No,
It doesn't
you could
have the
just do
rap
a-
in it,
a super hop,
which hurts
right?
it in my eyes. But
No, not this one, the next one, I think.
Oh, okay.
so right here, you see how you go down on NikoJazz, like you go down in 3D space. I often would try and super jump up that,
Oh,
just
and you just go like under it and into the abyss.
yeah, and you just like die.
Got it. Oh, went up and into the abyss. Just cleared right over it.
Woohoo!
I just saw TossedFish do a move and then undo the move, and I just had this image of Frogger working out in the gym with his tongue, just moving the weights back and forth, and I don't like it.
Because his tongue has like bicep bulges on it.
He's just in there doing reps with his tongue, and then he's got to like towel it off when he's done.
What the hell? I wasn't even thinking of that. I know it's weird.
I mean, if your
No.
tongue was that big and strong, you could like have a third arm, basically, which would be pretty useful sometimes. Change the channel while playing a Game Boy, I think would be the #1 thing.
The number one thing.
Yeah, for
3
sure.
arms. That's number one.
For
I
some
would
reason,
carry
that was
in-
the first thing I thought of, unfortunately. I don't know.
I would carry in 50% more groceries in one go.
Oh wow.
That's
the
pretty-
first thing.
I mean,
yeah.
I always carry all the groceries, no matter how many hands I have.
I would seek to set a new record, a new personal record.
So, like when you're picking up folding chairs, you could pick up that much many folding chairs.
A whole extra stack of folding chairs.
Yeah.
TossedFish needs to find the switch. He's not sure where to even look.
So there is a lot going on the screen, like color-wise. Like these enemies are red, the electricity is blue,
Frogger is
everything
green.
else is gray. Frogger is green. Nothing out here is like calling to me as like this is where you should go. You know.
Yeah, I would say that's one of my major gripes with all of the GameCube Frogger games that I've seen is they're very busy. And like these enemies, like they don't really give a good indication about
Oh,
what their path is. And
Didn't super jump.
this
Oh, is
section,
this a
this
boss?
section made me repeat this level, and I was not happy about it. This wrecking ball section that NikoJazz is on.
Oh, but this isn't even the
got
switch.
bowled
This,
over.
this is just a life for TossedFish.
Well, lives are good in this situation. Just
Yeah.
went from 1 to 2 remaining lives.
I think TossedFish has to go up.
Yeah,
That doesn't make much sense because he came from there.
Jumping
not sure
with
why he's not
electricity
allowed.
definitely wasn't the move. Maxale
So
is
he-
like 2 full levels behind NikoJazz.
No.
And TossedFish is, I think, 3 levels ahead of Becca. Who again does a normal jump instead of a super hop, so is just hasn't internalized the controls just yet.
Oh, we've got. This is extreme for NikoJazz's PC.
Oh wait.
NikoJazz has been struggling a
Oh,
lot. with
TossedFish
this.
found it. It was down there.
Oh.
Oh, that switch, right.
Yeah, I remember NikoJazz hitting that switch, but I didn't.
Yeah, he hit it as he came by there before.
All right, we got some progress from Nico.
Nice.
He's so scared of this wrecking ball.
I mean, I would be.
Yeah, I mean, it does get you. And it
Uh-oh.
follows you too.
Oh, it's gone. I kind of like the
Like
time
these
section.
blocks, like I could have sworn.
Whoa.
Oh no!
Oh, what? That was a temporary.
I didn't even
Oh,
see that either.
No, my eyes completely glazed over
Yeah.
that.
Whoa.
And now you got to do this whole section again. That's pretty mean.
Yeah, I game overed on this section and had to redo this level. I remember that made me mad.
Gotta wait forever for this stupid wrecking ball.
So how do these drop platforms work? Is it time or is it when
Yes.
you jump off of it?
Oh,
It's time. It'll happen if you're still standing on it.
so when I played Celeste in the hotel, there's those like dust walls, right? Where you when you touch a wall, they become like they kill you if you touch them again. And I thought it was timed, so I was always like rushing through it. And then at the very end, or maybe I saw someone else play it. I don't even know. I found out that it's not like that, and I was like, oh, that's.
Oh, because that works the opposite, where you don't.
Yeah,
have to-
you can stand. You
Yeah.
can stick to the wall as long as you want. It's only when you leave it that it starts killing you.
Well, making it harder on yourself, but forcing you to go faster has been a strategy that worked out for TossedFish
Yeah, that's true.
earlier. So
Oh, he's the second
Uh,
boss.
Yes, this is the end of the goal.
look at this thing.
This boss is harder than the
What
first
the
one.
hell is this?
We got 5 colors, which all have different shapes, by the way. Colorblind friendly.
Oh, that's actually really. My God, this takes forever.
Fortunately, you can't just put everything in the square hole.
Oh, you need the square hole. Oh, you need 5 of them. Oh my God, this is forever.
Now, that last boss had checkpoints.
Yeah, this
Oh
one
my
goes
God.
too. But that move, that's the one
We
right
got
there.
hyper beamed. But yeah, there's checkpoints. Okay. So
But only 1 extra life from NikoJazz.
pushing is better. Whoa, where are we going?
Oh, he's gonna reset his life count.
Really? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you have 7, it's worth it.
Yeah. He only put 1 of those gears in. I think it's an okay play.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, you do get checkpoints with each gear, because apparently each gear hurts the boss 1/5 of their capacity to live.
What a-
The capacity to live.
From now on, we won't call them health bars, health meters.
Yeah.
No, that is your capacity to live.
Well, I said it that way because it's just funny to think of. Like, I can't think of what really would do me 1/5 in, you know? Like, what is the 1/5 killer, where if it happened exactly 5 times, I would be just dead? It's hard to say.
So I think if you push something, you can push it twice. And if you pull it, you can only pull it once. Or can you pull far enough?
You can pull if it's two away from you. You can pull it.
Oh, okay,
you
then
can't
it's the
pull
same.
like into yourself.
Yeah, no, but yeah.
Well, what's two away? Two spaces, two empty spaces
Yeah, two
between,
empty
or it
spaces.
is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you can do two empty spaces. I think you might have to hold the button to tongue for longer. I don't remember.
I mean, it seems like Hyper Beam is just a 3x3.
Yeah, it just like it winds up it so you know it's coming, but if you're not paying attention to that, the actual time between I am firing my laser and you are shot by the laser is pretty much instantaneous. So if you're not paying attention, you will just suddenly melt.
And that hitbox does linger. That little electricity.
Oh, sounds like the kind of thing you don't want to find out
Oh my
late
God.
into a boss fight. I see the game over screen from TossedFish. Not sure how deep into the level they were when it happened, but they've got all the time in the world. Becca is still on the second level. A lot of Frogger left to play for her.
Becca finishes the level.
Bitch in the race chat says when you try to tongue but you jump instead. I think words we can all relate to.
Oh, the 2-2 elevator. Remember that level? We were like, where do you go? The 2-2 elevator. The button to activate the elevator is south of it. There was a paste spin note about the part
Frogger.
that they got stuck on.
Alright.
Like
Frogger's like 8 times better than Dig Dug.
Yeah, it's true. I went to Disney World, and they had, I don't know if it's still there, but they had this thing called Disney Quest, which was just like a big arcade, basically. And they had the original classics in there. They had the original Burger Time and Frogger and Space Invaders, and like the entire majesty of Disney World was available to me and my sisters, and we elected to spend something like 4 or 5 hours playing Space Invader and Frogger. They're legitimately still extremely fun to play.
At one point during some tournament, it might have been like Giant Trooper or something, we played Space Invaders Extreme, which is like a PSP reimagining of
Oh yeah,
Space
that thing's
Invaders.
okay.
And we were joking about like Burger Time Extreme. It would have been just like really lame to make an extreme version of it.
Some company recently bought some old IPs, and there's like there's a breakout battle royale mode with 25 players coming, and
Awesome.
something else.
NikoJazz is on the final gear, but things start going crazy. Like, I think the more you get, like, the faster stuff starts happening, and it really gets to where you don't have a lot of time.
One pull, and then has to dodge something.
I wouldn't even. I think that wasn't.
Yeah. 3 of these guys? I don't know. I think the third one just went
laser.
straight, I guess.
The time between the charge and the shot on the laser, I think, is also getting faster. Oh,
just
okay.
Oh!
It's
oh,
okay.
what? Did the double jump and, like, somehow got iframes through it?
No, I think that was a safe square.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
3x3.
Yeah!
Nice clutch from NikoJazz. That is going to be a win in that bottom match.
NikoJazz says, how do they manage to screw up controls for a Frogger game? Did not like it. The controls.
Everyone's been fighting the controls
I mean,
in some capacity.
I felt like it was pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't. The Paceman advises against using the stick, and I would agree there. When you're doing a tile-based game, you don't want to use an analog stick.
I don't ever want to.
You say never want to use an analog stick?
Yeah.
Like, not even for Mario 64?
I mean, okay, sure. I mean, that
Oh,
would
you're
also
the one.
work on
You
a
like to
D-pad.
use the keyboard for racing games and just like tap turn at a faster or slower rhythm to turn sharper or
I do play Trackmania with the keyboard, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to have action keys for Trackmania, where you have a key that does like 30% turn
I mean,
or whatever.
that's
and
built
that's
into
just
the
what it
game
is.
at least.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, TossedFish gets clipped by the backswing of the wrecking ball.
Frogger, I have an assignment for you as well. While we are distracting,
Man, this cutscene, I can't.
help Army Frog with his escape.
Oh.
Think you can handle it?
It's John
watch
Frogger. There
him
he
now.
is,
John Frogger himself.
ready for duty.
Is NikoJazz still playing?
Maybe.
Probably just.
The dot dot did come
No.
in, so if he is playing, it's for fun.
Let's see if we can get audio. This. I mean, this is the last level before the boss, isn't it?
Yes. I think so.
Yeah, see, Rosewood knows what I'm talking about. Names like Smith or Weaver, right? Like,
Hello, Baker.
exactly. Yeah.
In German, it's
Yeah.
the same. We got Farmer as a name.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a Frogger. He frogs.
He's frogging all over the place.
Don't,
Yeah,
don't like
it's
that.
it's hard to see a time when Frogger isn't frogging, honestly.
oh, jeez.
And I think that says a lot about his work ethic.
I don't like.
Trying to come up with a Skrillex joke every day I'm froggering or something, but it's just, I don't know. We got a level beat. Becca's finally done with the barge level.
LMFA.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Oh no! Didn't jump. Means didn't super.
Fast Fruit Man has now finished in second. If only he were Fast Frog Man.
Fast Frogman would have won this race. Whoa, it was actually super close between Fast Fruitman and Mooware, just 9 seconds apart.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm guessing there's like a lot of like the players are like, all right, I'm walking left and now I need to super hop down, and so they're walking left and then they press down, and he jumps off the edge. Because what you need to do is hold R, press down, face downwards, then press a separate button to super jump down.
Oh, it's not like you
Yeah.
hold the button and then move a direction to super jump?
No, you press it and then you automatically
Oh,
jump.
that sucks. I thought it would be like if you hold A while moving, you do a super jump.
Ooh, that
Yeah, that
seems
would
so
make
much
it-
smarter.
Probably better.
That's what I just assumed, like naturally. Why would anyone do it differently?
Well, you
I
need
didn't think
to
about
still,
it that way, but that does make sense.
yeah, you do need to face other directions
that's
on
fine.
the
You
spot
can
for
do
other
that.
reasons, like the tongue things.
Yeah, you
but
can
could
do that
both.
with L&R.
Yeah, you could do both. Why not both?
Oh. Oof. Good thing this helicopter thing doesn't go that way.
Oh, my brain did not see that platform as being where it was. I thought it was like lower down. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was exactly what he was supposed to. That's what he was doing. Back on the boss fight against this fish. Knows what's up, pulling the rock into position.
But here's the thing, if I was playing the game, I don't think it would bother me so much that these other controls. Like, I could work around them, I could get used to pressing the super jump to move when I want to super jump. And then, like, the fact that the game is harder is good for me, because then maybe my opponent has issues with that. That's like a weird thought.
You could be
Oh.
saying that about anything, though. So you're just saying you prefer hard games because you tend to have really good execution in hard games.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if the skill ceiling is low, then having skill isn't much of an advantage.
Right. Which is how I beat you in Maya the Bee.
Yep. That's how I beat you in Shove It the Warehouse game. The only game I've ever beaten Maurice in.
Where does everyone
That just
remember
like
the
straight
games?
Pokemon completely.
Because
like,
it's a rare occurrence. It's like finding a unicorn.
No, TossedFish! That was
And
a...
also,
Oh!
no, it was a.
Oh, that is a game
Ringy.
over. Also, because you're always so damn smug all the time, everyone likes having something in the chamber that they can just like blam, just shoot at you. Remember that one time I beat you, bam, right?
That's fine.
Is Shove It the warehouse game just like literally Sokoban and like not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta love that.
The big feature is that instead of having an undo button, you can hit a button to go back to the start, but it has like a recording of all your moves, and you can like step through the moves that you did, and then get back and like resume control at any point. So it's like a backwards undo. Instead of going backwards from where you are, you start at the beginning and go forwards to wherever you want.
Becca's having problems with dodging the sweeping attack from the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. The pace spin's a little bit unclear. You can just jump. It doesn't have to look like you're jumping over the sweep. Like if you're in the air, you're good. So you pretty much just have iframes. So you don't have to be quite as accurate.
It's Battle Bowl style. Oh. You know what that game is called?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Bowl. Game Boy game.
Where you have to speed up.
What is it? God forbid you don't speed up.
It was such
like
a
a
huge
cheat
difference.
or something to give you speed, and it's like still really slow.
Okay, so the boss has got all its health back now for Becca. Unfortunate. It's not just the sweep attack too. Like when he winds up to slam down, like I don't really know where he's gonna slam down. You know, like I would go really far away and then probably still survive, but it does make me very nervous whenever the fish winds up.
Yeah, absolutely. I really had no way to. I died a lot on this boss, way more than either of our successful players have been, or all three of them.
Oh my god, that was close. Alright.
I can't even really tell if he's doing a sweep or a slam.
The
This
sweep
is
is a
sweep,
wiggle.
I think. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not.
Nope.
And
See what I mean? Like
yeah, the sweep is when he holds it out and wiggles it, and then the slam is that animation.
I thought that was
That
him
was a
holding it out and
wiggle?
wiggling it.
Yeah, what's a wiggle
It's a
then?
different sort of wiggle.
You can also just like, yeah, like NikoJazz pointing out, there's a bit of RNG with where the box spawns. If it's close enough, like you don't gotta wait for anything. Just slam him in his stupid mouth.
Yeah, like this.
But what are you
this
doing?
one.
Bam. I don't care.
Oh, here's the
and
boss.
probably even if you got a bad spawn, if you were just really quick, I bet you could get it on.
Oh, another
there.
good spawn, but oh no, didn't went up instead of turning. Go down, up.
Standing
Nice.
on the button. Okay, I was wondering if it would auto trigger, and then it didn't, and then I got worried, but gets the hit.
TossedFish is on
It's
the
a
boss.
another
Aces
nice
the boss
thing
fight.
about earlier Myth. You were talking about not like too hard, not too easy either. If this game were like super easy, then even that small amount of RNG on the boss would be like, well, I guess we can't have it because you're just automatically going to win unless you get good RNG on the boss. But when, you know, there's actual challenge to the game, little stuff like that, we can let it through, which is also nice.
You get a forfeit from a player too. Also struggling with the controls.
So this boss telegraphs its rocket attacks with a shadow. And
Yeah.
like, I don't know about that when you're standing on the shadow. Not really clear.
Right.
Like, I can see when it's hitting a space that Frogger isn't on. Oh, you got a laser. But
I saw him charging, I saw TossedFish not moving,
Yeah,
and
he-
it was only a matter of
he
time.
moved one space. Not enough.
I didn't see it charging because I was studying Frogger's shadow to see if there was going to be a shadow there, and then suddenly there was an entire cloud of lightning instead.
But yeah, I think TossedFish, even with 3 lives, I mean, Becca has the whole world to do.
Yeah. Well, that's not how you want to start out your boss fight.
Oh,
No.
Did he miss the platform?
Yeah.
And he's not like he doesn't know what intentional game overs are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you said it, he would immediately be like, "Oh, geez, you're right, right?" But it just doesn't even enter your head.
Yeah. Yeah, like
It is stupid that it makes you do the platform.
I
Just because-
I forget about pause buffering. I think we saw
Yeah,
it one
you've said
time in a
this.
match, and I was like, "Whoa, I didn't even consider that." Alright, getting it on one axis. Good choice. Oh, he's gonna laser. He's gonna laser. You gotta move.
Oh, but what if you get the
that's so close. No, he still lasers if you get the thing on.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, maybe TossedFish doesn't know that, but not worth the risk.
I'm trying to pay attention to the why the gear going in is considered like damage or even progress. on
It's
what's
considered
going on.
life capacity
Yeah,
altering.
yeah.
Oh no, laser. Alright, nice.
I'm like, if there's like a cutscene at the end of this, I wasn't paying attention to it either.
What? Just pull the thing.
Even in chat, racing along, a newer player who joined the tournament to the wrecking ball. So that's
Oh,
pretty deep in.
Yeah, that's far.
Yep.
And got there long enough ago that had time to game over there
Move.
twice.
Oh my god.
So I think was actually doing pretty well.
I don't know. I kind of actually agree with TossedFish's decision to not use the turn button, but go like down and up in order to turn up, because the turn button just seems annoying and slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's you have to be like fully stopped, and your actual movement has a little bit of animation to it, so it is.
Move! Oh my god, that was so rude.
Okay, what's it gonna be this time? Okay, it's gonna be red. So it is random which one's spawned. I don't know if that really matters.
No, this one was red too.
Is that a hole in the middle? No.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh
no,
it
the
ran into
lingering
it!
hitbox ID called it out, and now TossedFish knows all too well.
Get out of there!
Just one and move. Yeah, I agree. At this point, I wouldn't even go for more than like. Okay, this one works, but then like if it's any dangerous, I wouldn't even go for it. 0 lives, 1 hit left.
I checked in on Becca, who's found the buttons to stop the cars, and then dashed out and it got hit by something. I didn't even really see what had happened, but gets through in the second attempt for now.
Oh, move! That's
Oh.
the laser! That's the laser! Oh my god!
It's the fire. The fire is it like AoE? I don't know. No.
Oh, that's it for TossedFish.
There it is.
Oh, it makes the Tesla coil. Of course.
You think I would have
Ba-boom.
remembered when a giant
Look
antenna
at that
shot a
color
laser
rainbow.
and
Oh my gosh!
blasted the boss out of the sky, but I guess I just totally tuned all that out. There's the dot done. 52 minutes, 17 seconds to pick up his first win in Mystery Tournament.
You see why we cut World 3.
Right, yes.
NikoJazz, very experienced. 37 minutes is a good time. World 3, just, it's a lot more time. This Ninja Frog cutscene is fantastic.
Whole building.
I feel like I'm watching like a cartoon for like really young kids, like Paw Patrol.
Absolutely.
Army Frog has infiltrated Trip and has communicated that he's found the hostages.
There's the forfeit from Becca at 52 minutes, 55 seconds on the game over screen into World 2.
I want you to help.
Is there anyone still playing in that race?
The top one is decided. It's just Maxale on the bottom now. What music am I hearing now? Is this from the game?
No. This is
Okay.
Perfect Dark,
Oh,
apparently.
Perfect Dark. Oh, I hear it now.
I don't. Never played it.
It's got pretty good music.
I've got a low opinion of N6 shooting.
Yeah, well, there's basically the two.
Yeah. I don't like either of them. They both run horrible.
They're not so fun to go back and play. I think people have done some work to make them play in nicer ways that might be worth considering. Like they did with this Frogger game. We've got Becca joining us. Yeah, even so we saw everyone throughout the race struggling to, turn in the right direction before they jump or whatever, but it seemed like you most of all, like even after 45 50 minutes, still having a lot of problems doing what should be the the easy part in a lot of levels.
Well, I actually didn't set my controls to the right left thing at first, so I had to fix that in the first level too, which sucked.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not great at platformers or jumping type things. But
You were up against a surprisingly strong opponent, though. We didn't, you never know when it's someone's first time, but TossedFish looked like less of a fish and more of a frog out there, just natural habitat. I see you lighting up, but I'm not hearing
I gotta
from the
turn my other mic.
There it is. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Actually, I didn't really struggle as much. Obviously, between A and B of like either jumping or tonguing, I kind of messed that up a couple of times. But for the most part, I actually really enjoyed the game, and I plan on continuing it after this.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what so many of us want to hear from the players who come into play, especially for their first time.
Yeah, I don't know. I also consider myself pretty good at platforming in general, so I guess that might have been a slight advantage. But I was enjoying the game. So I know a lot of people had trouble with their controls, but
I had fun. I just struggled with controls, but
yeah.
that's normal. I also struggle with menuing in TCG, so I mean, I have a problem with buttons.
Well, buttons are a crucial part of what of the process.
Yeah, no, I know.
But if you had fun, then that's also what we all love to hear from the players. We've got not a new player here. Yeah, NikoJazz. Hello.
Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, but the controls. Oh my god. You might have noticed at the beginning I was struggling way too much. Probably because I was way too used to Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. I played that. I probably have over 100 hours in that game. I played it way too much.
That is so much Frogger.
For a single player game, that's so much.
I had it as a kid and I've played it
Yeah, it's
time and time
talking
again.
PS1
So
Frogger? I love that game.
yeah, it's way better. It has a dedicated jump button, not this stupid turning things you have to do.
So ID
You
was
can also
talking
corner
about.
jump, and
Oh yeah.
another thing that used to trip me up was like heights didn't matter when you walked in this game, unlike that one. So I was just jumping over stairs.
Yes. I was
Yes.
that industrial level in the bottom right corner of the map. I saw you do a giant leap over a high platform and off the other side.
I played a bunch of Frogger on PS1, and that exact same thing happened to me when I tested this. I kept jumping over stuff because I thought I would need to do it for height changes, but you don't have to in this game.
And we also have Maxale in here as well. How did you find this latest iteration? There must be a different Frogger game between then and now, but this iteration of Frogger.
It was interesting. The controls weren't as bad as my opponents, but that was mostly because I am not particularly expert in the genre, so except, I don't know, the controls were too precise for me. Although I kept misinputting, but I don't think that was me or just that was more me. That must have been. Sorry. That must have been me. I guess.
It's less so like a fault of the game and more so like it was on me to do it right. Is that what?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, I
was
still
it
think
fun
the
though?
game-
Was it fun?
It was. I mean, it's interesting for the look of it. I was starting to. If it wasn't because of a race, this would have been fun. But the pressure, you know.
It's tough. I got a lot of respect for everyone who comes out here and plays in Mystery Tournament. I love so many things about this, but I get antsy thinking about people judging me playing video games. So I applaud everyone for coming out and giving it a go. This is the first round, and this is a double elimination tournament, so Maxale and Becca, you're not out of it yet. You're down in the lower bracket. And TossedFish and NikoJazz going to be moving on in the winner's bracket. So congratulations to all of you. I'm looking ahead. Are we going to try to bridge a 5-hour gap with reject matches?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
At least, no, not from my perspective. I won't.
There's so many people here. I don't know how to end this interview with 4 people. I don't want to.
I'll just add TossedFish. Don't feel bad because when I tested this, I also forgot to change my lives to 7 lives. So.
Oh right, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, everyone was playing with 7 lives, and you were working with 3 the whole time.
So congratulations.
I mean, it wasn't too bad. The levels were short, so
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you did so well. Your opponent is someone 3 to 5 who's a very strong player in round 2, and I feel like you have a chance. Like, I mean, obviously you have a chance, but I feel like you have a good chance. I could see you winning based on your
We'll
performance.
see. We'll see. It depends on the game.
So yeah, when's the next match? You said it's in 5 hours.
It's in almost 4 hours, like 3.5 at this point.
Got it. Well, someone will probably be here to stream that. Not someone 325, but someone
Probably
else.
not. We got to deal with that problem all the time.
Maybe step one guy.
Yeah,
It
maybe
might
that
be.
will
Thank you so much once again to all of you for playing and for coming to chat with us.
Thank you for helping and setting all this up.
Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast. I almost said for today, but perhaps it's for now. If you want to see more Mystery Tournament, you can follow the channel here on Twitch, Mystery Funhouse. We're going to be broadcasting a lot of the matches from Mystery Tournament 17. It just got started. Everyone's all excited. I'm excited. So I hope you're excited too, and you'll come back and watch.